What was the thing about the sausage fest thing? Cock fest? What was going on? I thought this was a night of talks, not a swingers party. What is going on later that I don't know about? Why are you so concerned? I'm not picking on you. I'm not picking on you. I'm not invited now. I can't put my key in the bucket by the door. Yeah, we actually met. I massaged her. I was on a sports massage course. And that's how we met, wasn't it? But she called me the other day, and I couldn't remember what she looked like. It was between two people. I was like, I think I remember. Literally, I've got rid of the three of them because they were men. You sound like a woman on the phone, but I wasn't too sure who it was, but I got it right. Just want you to know that. My name is Moj, or as I've been introduced, Mudge, or Midge, or smudge, or sneeze, it sounds the same. Someone shouted at me the other day in the street, Gangnam Wolverine. So really? But that's what I thought, because I didn't have a specific thing to talk about, and then I actually realised what I'm going to do is I'm treating this like a research paper. So I'm basically going to tell you some stuff, some ridiculous stuff that's happened to me, and if anyone has actually had it happen to them, please put your hand up and let me know. I've had some weird things. Last weekend I had a meeting with my boss, and to break the ice in the meeting, I was really nervous. I went, do you want a sweet? Gave him a love heart. The one sweet you do not give someone unless you have to mediate it, you have to read it before you give it to them. I think he was going to give me a pay rise. It said, hold me. And he didn't. He said, please leave now. But no, it was absolutely awful. And I realised in Sainsbury's the other day, has anyone experienced, you've got to have experienced this, because my geekiness is actually just things that happen to me in everyday life. I realise things and I kick off in public. So I kicked off in Sainsbury's because I saw I was packing up by the automated machine thing. And as you pay for your stuff, once they've taken your money, all you hear is, please take your items. Please take your items. And it keeps going on, and literally 3 seconds after you started to put it in. So patronising. The woman said, why are you getting annoyed? Are you okay? And I said, what is this about? And she said, it's reminding you to take your items. I was like, I'm really not going to forget that. I said, come on, really? Really? My plan, I was just going to pay for them and leave them here. That was my plan. It was absolutely awful. But I've realised as well, and please look out for this in future, guys. People who, the way they word asking you for a chip and pin, there's some great ones. A woman said to me yesterday, slide it in, see what happens. So are we still talking about the chip and pin that's going on? One woman said, and she winked at me as she did this, but she went, pop it in, push my buttons. Oh my God! It was unbelievable. Unbelievable. But no, I have had some very weird things happen to me recently. Most of the things have been people shouting things in the street. So I had the Gangnam Wolverine, and I just shouted back, yeah, 1 billion YouTube hits, what have you got, mate? But, but I have some very odd things. I had someone shout at me in the street, across the road. I did not know them. Has anyone firstly had that? Where someone has shouted, what have they shouted? Can you remember?
I was in Orlando and this guy just yelled, great t-shirt! And I was like,
what was on the t-shirt?
It was just a very large Superman sign.
That's good though. I would have felt proud for the rest of it. Has anyone else had any weird? Yeah.
I've had two. I've had, you think...
Well, you had the letter. Come on, there's got to be more stuff.
You think you're posh because you've got an umbrella.
That's really mean.
I'm walking through Whitechapel once. I had a young black lady shout "Whitey" at me, and I turned to her and I had an argument with her about reverse racism. She went, "I'm talking about your t-shirt."
Whitey. Was it a t-shirt saying "Y" on it?
No, it was a white t-shirt.
Oh,
Whitey. Whitey.
I love that. See, these are good. I was walking along and I got someone shouting me from across the road. They went, "Oi, oi." Yes, the polite British way we do. I went, yes, can I help you? And he just went, looked at me up and down like the Terminator, and then just went, epic fail. I mean, what are you talking, what? That doesn't even give you, it's like, if that was in a script, it'd be epic fail, ... question mark. It doesn't even give you an explanation. I was like, what am I failing at here? Please let me know, so I can bloody work on it. It's absolutely awful. I got off a bus a while back. Always seems to happen on a bus. The doors opened at the back and just went doo-doo-doo, and I started to get off, and someone whispered in my ear. I didn't know them. They whispered and they went, it's going to happen, you know. And I went, wait, what? 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 The door's shut, he drives off. I'm still scared. It's 5 years ago. I can't sleep. It's awful. No, I had another one as well, which I had an epic fail. You know, I had, it's going to happen, you know. This guy, before I did a gig, I thought he was the MC. He came up to me. I thought, oh, he singled me out. He looked at me and he came over to me. I said, yeah, hi, you all right? And it was this old guy and he just went, what do you think of girls? I went, they're nice. I hope to sleep with one day. I don't know. And he just went, no. Mannequins. I went, oh, no, honestly, that's all he said, and he walked off, and he was not the MC. It was awful. The best one, though, I was, you know, as a stand-up, when you walk through Leicester Square, you get the people asking you for comedy. They say, comedy night, I'm going to go to a comedy night. And I saw some guy. I said, no thanks, mate, I'm all right. And then some guy behind me, I just heard this guy go, comedy night, and this guy just went, comedy in my pants tonight. I just walked off. I went, why are you drawing the fact? Why are you drawing people to the fact that apparently everything you have to offer genital-wise is going to make people laugh? I said, that is not a good thing. That's really not. But no, I thought I'd talk about a few other things. We've not got time actually, so I'm just going to run through a few things that I've been up to this week. I saw a kid that looked like a jelly baby, which is very nice. Yeah, that was a bit weird. Someone squeezed me really tightly when they hugged me and I farted on their hand, which was not planned. It's like a balloon. I was sorry. I managed to teabag my own face, which was quite weird. I rolled off the couch drunk, and it wasn't intentional, but I managed to lick it for 2 seconds, so it counts. But no, if you want to try it, it's about getting the speed up. You've got to get gradient speed and go off something quite high. But no, I actually fell asleep in public. I fell asleep, which everyone's done. It's not a geeky thing. But I fell asleep on the bus on a woman and her child. And people are so polite in Britain, they're so polite. She didn't want to wake me up. I started on her shoulder, I worked my way down. I went to, you know, everyone's heard that song, everyone wants a bosom for a pillow. Didn't think I was actually going to put this into actual fruition. I was between the child and the mum, just wedged on her bosom apparently. And then I worked my way down to the groin. But she was so polite, she did not want to wake me up. Then I heard my stop. And if anyone's ever fallen asleep in public, you know, you kind of do the jolt thing where you go, and you look like nothing's happened. Where you go, and you have about half a second where you have no idea where you are, you have no control over your body, it just does what it wants. Then you have to live with the consequences. I heard my stop, and I just went, slapped the kid in the face. I didn't do that, I didn't go, no, I slapped him in the face. And I stayed on the bus, I was on my hands and knees going, I'm so sorry, to the mum. I said, I'm so sorry. And the mum actually said to me, oh, don't worry, it's fine. He's had worse. I went like that. Well, you've been eating your spinach, Jesus Christ. Absolutely awful. And most kids will give you a look when you look at them. In their face, it's kind of like, you're a stranger, I don't know you, I shouldn't talk to you. This kid was looking at me going, Moj, take me with you. Please, dude, I don't even know you. It's better than this. I'll leave you on this story again. Public transport. I like to do this thing where I overtake people who are weird in the street. Has anyone ever followed someone who's weird? That is probably my geeky thing. I follow people who are weird. I will go, right, sorry mate, I can't meet you for dinner because there's this really weird guy in front of me. I have to overtake them. Every guy has done this. I don't know about the girls, but every guy's done this where you see a nice girl, you have to overtake them. You're never going to talk to them, but it's just about, in your mind, going, they're worth overtaking for, I have to make sure the front matches up to the back. Seriously. He's like, yeah. But we all pretend we're suddenly interested in the upper architecture of buildings. And we walk past, if a guy ever walks past you and he goes like this. All the time. I saw this lovely girl, but I couldn't get past her. In Bank Station, rush hour. I could not get past her. But then I realised I didn't fancy her anymore. I didn't even want to see the front because she had one of these, what I like to call the Beyonce or the single ladies walks, where she pretty much just goes like this. She walks as though this arm is feminist power. She just walks like this. Has anyone ever I don't know if it's counterbalancing bum weight, I don't know what it's meant to be doing, but you know when there's someone really moves their hand behind you, you can't get past them. I could not get past this woman. I tried hurdling over her, I tried limboing, I tried all levels. I went, I'm going to have to go for the overtake here. So I finally went for it. Inevitable happened. Try like this. Boom! Straight in the balls. I made some weird sound. Again, when you're in a situation where your body just does what it wants, I realised that my scared sound, or shocked sound, it sounds like Al Pacino. I just went, hoi! It sounded like the outtakes of Scent of a Woman. I was going, ho! Everyone looked round, she looked round and went like this. Oh! I said, I tried to make a joke out of him, and you just hit me in the balls. And she went, you went into me. I said, we're not cars. We don't work like insurance. What are you doing? You can't. And she went, it's the same principle. What? I went, fine, in that case, love, and this is awful, but I scanned her up and down, and I went, because I was annoyed by this point, I went off on a rant. I scanned her up and down, and I went, you've got some superficial damage to your ear end. I said, hey, that wasn't me, that's just calories. All right, Joe, I said, 2 years' time, too much cake, that's going to be a write-off. She slapped me, walked off, I said, that's a hit and run. Shouted at her, she didn't turn round. And I'll leave you with this, you know, the moral of that story, ladies and gentlemen, is don't let the love of your life get away. Thank you very much, it's been lovely.